Hello and welcome to an awesome video. My name is MK Akan, and I'm going to do something that I haven't done for a very long time, and that is copy breakdown. A few years back I used to analyze and break down different sales pages, and I have some of those video breakdowns on my YouTube channel. I also have it as a product on my seller page, and people who get access to my comprehensive copywriting program also have access to those videos. So as part of the series that I am having for the next 7 days, I am going to break down this letter for today. So this is day 6. Now, if you had watched the video for day 1, I talked about 4 ways that you can master copywriting fast. One of the ways I mentioned in that video is studying and analyzing sales pages that you see. If you do this over and over again, you're going to learn a lot and you're going to improve your skill. This is a sales letter that I got from Todd Brown. Todd Brown is a respected marketer in the internet marketing space, and recently he got a number of high value, high quality, successful copywriters to come together in a workshop, and then he is selling those recordings using this sales letter. So I'm going to break down this sales letter and show you how you can break down sales letters, and you also learn from this sales letter breakdown. Okay, everything in one. I'm going to be sharing some of the things I've noticed, some of the lessons you can use, some of the techniques he's using in this sales letter, so you can use them in your own sales letter. All right, so let's start. As of 12 p.m. ET, 300 sets now are up for grabs. Now the first thing that you are going to see there, first thing we're going to take note right there, is that let me do that again. The first thing you're going to notice here, this is a specific number. 300 sets is very specific. Okay, so you can call that specific. Okay, let me delete that altogether. Let me see if I can annotate that. So what we can learn from that is that it is, I want to see if I can type the word specific and urgency. Now, the being specific is very important for copy, and that also gives it some kind of urgency. Only 300 left. Only 300 left means give me a minute. Specific and urgent. So you can see right from the headline, there is some urgency added to the copy. That's too tiny. Let's see if we can make, okay. Right from the headline, there is some urgency. Okay. I'm really hoping I could do this annotation. Okay, so I'll just do as I can. Okay, let me just let it go. So it is specific and urgent. That did not come out well. Specific and urgent. So that is very powerful. 300 sets only. Let's go on. Historic meeting. 19 legendary copywriters gather in a private mansion in Orlando, Florida in October for a once-in-a-lifetime meeting. The CopyLegends lock in for 8 hours For 8 hours, they swap and shared the most effective copy techniques producing monster money marketing campaigns today. So this is once again, this word historic means big. Something big is happening, okay? So part of what we do as copywriters is to look for words that can project emotions that can get people to want to read stuff. Once again, they are very specific, 19 copywriters, and they're very specific with the location, specific with what happened. Okay, also very specific with the time frame, 8 hours. Okay, specificity is very important for copywriting. Now the main headline says the most effective copy techniques producing monster money campaigns today. Personally, I personally would have done a lot more with the headline, with the main headline. I would have done a lot more. Okay, so that is just the only thing that I am seeing here in the main headline. Personally, I would have done a lot more to make it more persuasive. Maybe I would have added specificity, added some numbers. Maybe talk about how much these guys have produced all together and they want to share their secrets with you. Okay, so but that's what he used there. Now another thing that I noticed here is the proof. If you know, copywriting is all about proof. Anybody can say anything, but you have to show proof. He said 19 copywriters, and that's the picture of different copywriters sitting down on that table. Okay, and then so that shows that something like that really happened. It is easy to just say anything, but it's more powerful and persuasive to have proof. Attendees include the copywriters that created the VSL, Mark Force Prestige, the guy who has the highest earning VSL in the game right now, Clayton Makepeace Prestige, the top AI copywriter guy, several copywriters who have produced over 100 new buyers from their copy, a top copywriter whose work got him on Rachel Ray, a top copywriter who's had long-term control in the wildly competitive health space, and many more. So this is also very powerful. Proof elements and specificity. I'm calling these proof elements because these are the different caliber people who are or who came for the meeting. So proof, and this also credibility. Okay, credibility talks about the information about who is selling something that will get you to want to buy. Who doesn't want to learn from the best copywriters in the world? So all of these things are credentials that can make anybody want to be part of this program or buy these recordings. Okay, so there's proof there, there's credibility right there, and then we have picture proof, we have specificity. Okay, so these are some of the things we have learned from that headline. Here, everything they shared with your set of the complete unedited recordings of the entire CopyLegends lock-in. Notice, read this first. As I am sure you can imagine, the CopyLegends lock-in has created quite a buzz among marketers and copywriters. Over 4,800 people have registered in the past few days alone to get a tiny behind the scene peek of the historic gathering. So once again, he's talking about people who have signed up, and here's proof. Like I keep saying, proof. So he said 4,800 people have signed in to get access to the information around these 300 copies. Okay, so that is also some kind of urgency. Okay, if you know that 4,800 people have signed up to get something and only 300 is available, what does that mean? There is urgency. Okay, so that information right there will give you some kind of urgency. Okay, so let's just write urgency. That info there is to let you know you are not the only person around to get this package. So when it is available, better get it or you're going to lose. Okay, so that's urgency. I know proof elements are always important. Let's talk about something else. I'm sharing this with you right up front because it's important that you know this. There are only 300 sets of the complete unedited recordings of the CopyLegends lock-in available. Once again, urgency. There are only 300 sets. This means the majority of people who don't act quickly today to claim a set will almost certainly miss out. Okay, so he's still talking about urgency and ramping up the urgency there. Okay, so he's pushing a lot with urgency for this program. I want all these new copy insights and techniques to be and remains a steep competitive advantage for those awarded one of the 300 copies, so that it is only 300 copies total. Once again, he's still ramping up urgency. So only 200 copies available. So the lesson you can learn from this already is this: if you are selling something that is limited in number and maybe only a number of people can get it, it is important that you lead with urgency. It's important that you lead with urgency. Alright? So remember that's the lesson that you can learn here. If there is something you are selling and you have a specific number that you're selling it, you can lead with urgency. Urgency is very powerful and very, very useful. Let's go on. And they are being awarded today on the first come, first served basis. As soon as all 200 copies are claimed, that's all she wrote. Then this page will immediately redirect to a sold out page. Okay? Urgency more and more. So he's leading with the copy is leaning on urgency a lot. What this means is you need to act fast. Urgency, once again, act fast. If you want to be sure to get one of these 300 copies and get the chance to hear everything the CopyLegends shared throughout all the day long lock-in. While I don't think the 200 copies will sell out in the first hour or anything, I do believe with all the buzz and interest, they will sell out fast. This whole part of the copy is urgency, okay? And it should be a shame if you never get the chance to hear all the new. What are you going to get in the program? New breakthrough copy techniques and insights. These 19 legends, 19 copywriters, specific number shared with us. All right. So if you have ever heard of Carl Milligan and you heard of his copywriting framework called NESB, new, easy, big, and what's the last one? New, easy, big, and safe. Those are 4 components that you find in a lot of successful copy. If you look at this page, you're going to find big, you're going to find new. There's a lot of new insights. You're going to find big because a lot of big copywriters came together to do work. You're going to find safety too because that's credible people are doing it. And easy, not really. There's nothing like the easy component is not here, but we have the big. Like big, I mean by historic events is something big. 19 successful copywriters is a big thing, and we have credibility also, which is safe, and then we have new insights. Okay, so that's another way you can look at it. Now, all of these things here were just part of the headline structure. This is where the main sales letter started. You can also learn from that you can have your sales letter with different components. Your headline can have different components. Sometimes you can use the default type of sales headlines, or you can have some other components. I've also had sales pages or headlines that have long extra components like testimonials. You can have testimonials just under your headline. You can have proof elements. You can have different things. So you can learn from that, from what this guy did here. This part of the sales letter was used to push for urgency. Okay, so that's the lesson there. When is the dear fellow marketer,